banquet hall will come to order. We are now holding the 66th annual and second virtual awards banquet of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they're at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
Stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people that FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The Secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The Advisor.
We are here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, we're asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. We hope our advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom.
Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our President, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
And why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our President, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce that there are 96 members and guests present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop these qualities of leadership which a FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this banquet of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matter which may properly be presented. Welcome to the 66th Annual Eaglepoint FFA Chapter Parent and Member Award Banquet. I know this isn't how we prefer to do business, but let's make the best of it. I'm excited to get this evening underway, and I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. As you see, our chapter and organization has undergone plenty of changes over 66 years. In 1965, the New Farmers of America merged with Future Farmers of America. In 1969, FFA opened membership to girls. In 1988, Future Farmers of America officially changed their name to the National FFA Organization to reflect the growing diversity in the industry of agriculture. In 2016, the National FFA Organization reached a record membership with 653,359 students. In 2021, the Eaglepoint FFA chapter celebrates 66 years of an established chapter. Tonight, it's time to recognize our outstanding members for their year of dedication to our chapter. Through these rough years, but character-building times, we are here to congratulate these individuals on their accomplishments and hard work that they have had contributed to this organization. We will have the opportunity to remember, reflect, and celebrate this past year. Along with the members, we will also recognize community individuals and businesses for their support of our chapter. Members and guests, friends and family, with that said, let's begin the program. I would like to have Braden Dunbar begin the recognition of our honored guest.
There are numerous individuals that assist us to make our program work. Without the assistance of our school board and administration, we would not be able to participate in as many activities as we do. Thank you to the following individuals: the Eaglepoint School District Superintendent, Mr. Andy Kovach, the school board members, Nita Kruger, Emily McIntyre, Diane Mahako, Josh Graves, and Randy Wolf. The Director of Education, Joni Parsons, the Human Resources Director, Ryan Swearingen, the Eaglepoint High School Principal, Heather Marinucci, the Eaglepoint High School Assistant Principals, Jen Mason and Aaron Lexick, Activities and Athletic Director, Mr. Casey McNulty. We would also like to say thank you to all of our Eaglepoint High School teachers that support us with activities, encourage us before we compete, congratulate us on our hard work, and accept our late work when we miss class. Thank you to the staff of Eagle Nation. Taylor Eddings will now introduce the Eaglepoint FFA Advisory Board members.
The Eaglepoint FFA Advisory Committee is composed of members of our community and represents many aspects of agriculture found in our school district. This committee spends many hours helping the agriculture department and the FFA with activities and provides new ideas for our chapter successes. Many of them recently spent multiple days with our virtual proficiency tour, interviewing members and selecting the proficiency winners for tonight's awards. Thank you for the continued dedication and time for our chapter. Linda Anderson, Marty Anderson, Gary Vidal, Dr. Beth Damon, Ron Fumazi, Dwayne Haas, Ralph McKechnie, and Kathy Wallace. Thank you, Mitchell, to introduce our honorary members.
The community members of the Eaglepoint School District 9 have given our chapter a tremendous amount of help and support throughout the years. Without their encouragement and assistance, many of our activities would not be possible. Numerous adults have been elected by the chapter members to receive the highest award the chapter can bestow, honorary membership in the Eaglepoint FFA. We thank you all for your support. Sam Rodemaker will now recognize our neighboring FFA chapters.
It is a pleasure to have friends from surrounding Southern Oregon chapters share our activities. We get to see each other at contests and district leadership activities, but it is a pleasure to know that many of you will become lifelong friends. We appreciate your friendship and competitiveness. We also want to thank the neighboring advisors for the time that you spend coordinating events, running fair, and planning all of our activities. We would like to recognize Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Emerson, and the Phoenix FFA chapter, Mr. Miller, Mrs. Corcoran, and the Crater FFA chapter, Mr. Herringshaw, Ms. Bambino, and the Rogue River FFA chapter, Ms. Joden and the Hidden Valley FFA chapter, Mr. Van Warmer and the Prospect FFA chapter. I would like to welcome Ariel back to the podium.
Thank you, Sam, and thank you to these individuals that are hopefully tuning in tonight. At this time, I would typically be introducing a member to provide our invocation, then give you directions for dinner. However, we hope that you are enjoying your meal at home and that it is delicious. we move directly into our student degree recognitions.
I am excited to read the names of 21 students that will be receiving the Green Hand degree tonight. They are Alex Baldwin, Ricky Baldwin, Renee Campbell, Peyton Cash, Travis Eddings, Maria Esquivel, Diego Flores Rizzo, Logan Gordon, Casey Hallman, Michaela Harvey, Ethan Kiefer, Arlissa Lyle, Grady Moorhead, Tristan Myers, Vincent Noble, McKinley Schaffler, Thatcher Shanklin, Isaac Shriver, Peyton Vinzant, Bodie Wilde, McKenna Williams.
The first year members, or Green Hands, are an important part of our chapter. While they are young and some have still not received their official dress, they still provide much of the drive and enthusiasm for many of our activities. As the years progress, we hope you will continue to strive for the silver pin of the chapter degree, golden pin of the state FFA degree, and even take a step further to achieve the golden key of the American FFA degree. Tonight, it is with great honor we recognize these Green Hands. Congratulations to all these members. You will each be receiving the FFA Member Lives Here sign, a certificate, and a pin.
I will now read the names of our 23 chapter degree recipients. Rihanna Cabelnap, Ariana Conroy, Marisol Cortez, Chelsea Ecker, Lonnie England, Aurora Ewalt, Sydney Federico, Liliana Gallegos, Colton Griffiths, Hillary Dawn Hall, Curtis Jackson, Wyatt Leonardo, Jade Learman, Victor Lopez, Randy McMahon, Gage Mitchell, Jasmine Peterson, Kellen Rapp, Michael Smart, Evan Tonelli, Alexandra Tyndall, Bailey Vinzant, and Jade West.
The FFA is an excellent opportunity for students to progress in skill and responsibility. The Chapter FFA degree is the next stop beyond the Green Hand degree and recognizes the accomplishments of these members in areas of SAE, leadership, parliamentary law, and activities in the FFA. It is our hope that you will continue to work forward and progress and one day earn your state degree and perhaps the golden key of the American FFA degree. Congratulations to the wonderful achievements of these members.
In 2021, Eaglepoint FFA had 5 members earn the state FFA degree. Due to our quarantine situation, our state convention was virtual. Tonight, it is the same. However, this doesn't lessen the accomplishment that these students have achieved. Each of them had to meet the following qualifications: $1,500 earned and invested in their project, at least 500 hours invested within the last 2 years, 24 hours of community service, 10 school and community activities, at least a 2.5 GPA, and at least 30 FFA activities. There are approximately 3% of our state association that meets these qualifications every year, and we are excited to let you know that these 9 members received the highest state honor that they can achieve. Our list of recipients and the projects they have that enabled them to reach this degree are Seth Cox with his beef and forage production placement and lamb project, Peyton Daniels with his beef, forage and ag procession, vegetable production project, Taylor Eddings with her swine and rabbit production projects, Gracie Mitchell with her beef and goat production and ag sale projects, and Sam Rademacher with his beef production and ag mechanics projects. We hope that the accomplishment of these 5 students will encourage younger members to strive for this degree as they become juniors and seniors. Also, these 5 will continue with their agricultural pursuits and apply for the American FFA degree in their future. Congratulations once again.
Our final degree recognition is for those that received their American FFA degree this past year. It takes passion and dedication for FFA to apply for the American degree. Members are able to apply the year after they graduate. They must earn and invest at least $7,500 in their SAE project and contribute at least 50 community service hours. Congratulations to Allison Scheffler and Hunter Foulon for applying and receiving their American degrees last fall. Our chapter is proud of you and for all that you have accomplished, and thank you for everything you have done for our program.
Finding a balance between schools and home responsibilities along with FFA involvement can be hard to do. Many of our FFA members also balance with livestock, jobs, athletics, church, and more. This year we wanted to recognize the members that is involved within FFA and has the highest rank within their graduating class. For the senior class, we recognize Reagan Scheffler. For the junior class, Taylor Eddings. For the sophomore class, Liliana Gallegos. For the freshman class, Michaeline Scheffler. And congratulations to all our students for this scholastic achievement.
Supervised Agriculture Experience, or SAE program, are the actual hands-on application of concepts and principles learned in the agriculture education classroom. One of the great things about FFA is understanding that each member has unique goals, interests, abilities, and opportunities. The Proficiency Award program offers an outstanding example with so many options to choose. It seems that it was designed just for each individual member. Eaglepoint FFA is unique in how awards are selected. In addition to our fairly standard applications, students are interviewed by our advisory committee at the site of their project. It's the advisory committee alone that decides if a project merits an award and if there are multiple applicants. They choose who receives it. Thank you so much to our advisory committee members who spent all day taking part in their very important process. We also want to recognize all the applicants. It is challenging to talk about yourself and your project, standing in the barn or field. We appreciate the time you took to make sure your project was seen. The following students completed this process: Alex Baldwin, Ariel McMahon, Era Ewald, Bailey Weringer, Casey Matthews, Michael Smart, Peyton Cash, Peyton Daniels, Rachel Artman, Randy McMahon, Reagan Schaffler, Ricky Baldwin, Sam Rodemaker, Seth Cox, Cindy Baldwin, Cindy Fairco, Taylor Eddings. Now let's start the process and see which student was chosen in each area.
The Ag Mechanics Design and Fabrication Award is given to a member that designs their own agriculture products utilizing wood, metal, plastic, concrete, electricity, or other products. This year's winner began welding his freshman year and continues to enhance his skills. During COVID, so he turned his passion and skill into a business. He purchased a Miller multimatic and turned his grandma's shop into his workspace. He began creating art out of horseshoes, and his skills continue to improve. We know this man will have a strong hold in welding in his future. Tonight's Ag Mechanic Design and Fabrication Proficiency Award winner is Randy McMahon.
The Ag Mechanics Repair and Maintenance Award is given to a member that works for an employer and is involved in the repair and maintenance of an agricultural equipment and/or structures. This evening's winner has logged over 500 hours welding, fabricating, servicing, and repairing equipment on his family's ranch. Using his design skills and a portable engine-driven welder he purchased last year, he has maintained the pipe and cable fence around the ranch and fabricated 1,000-pound feeders. Seth Cox is our winner of the Repair and Maintenance Award.
The Ag Processing Award is given to a member that owns or works for a business that provides transporting, assembling, processing, fabricating, mixing, packaging, and storing food, and more. This year's winner was hired at Nate's Custom Butchering last summer. He spent the summer learning humane methods for harvesting animals. It was impressive to listen to his passion as he explained all he has learned about the meat we eat and the importance of providing a quality product. He logged over 250 hours last summer and has the desire to work again this summer and continue learning more about this industry. Congratulations to Michael Smart for winning the award tonight.
The Ag Services Award is presented to a member that provides multiple types of agricultural services. That could include custom equipment operation, taxidermy, auction services, and others. The winner of this award has a creative side, and she started graphic design her freshman year of high school. She has created flyers and logos and banners for businesses and nonprofits. She currently has a MacBook Pro and uses the Photoshop to create these designs. Depending on the job and her design, she can take anywhere from an hour to a few days to complete. She has created jacket designs and multiple FFA t-shirts. She believes this could be a great business in college and help in her future career. Sydney Baldwin is this year's Ag Service Award winner.
Beef production and entrepreneurship involves the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market beef. This award area is for any beef animals, including Herefords, Zebu, Angus, etc. Tonight's winner began in the cattle industry many years ago. She currently owns 8 cows and a steer. She spends numerous hours with her cattle and travels to multiple shows within the spring and summer. Her love for the industry is apparent as she talks about all the time she spends in the barn. Sydney Baldwin will receive the Beef Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award this year.
The Beef Production Placement Awards recognize students' work experience, projects that use the best management, practice available to efficiently produce a market beef. Tonight's Beef Production Placement Award is presented to a young man that knows more about the cattle industry than many individuals older than him. He takes an active role in making decisions regarding breeding management, show cattle and marketing. The family's 450 head of cattle herd, it is clear to see that he has a passion for the cattle industry. We congratulate him on the district win with his Proficiency area last month. This year's award goes to Seth Cox.
Diversified livestock production involves the use of the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market a combination of 2 or more livestock-related Proficiency Award areas. These areas include beef, dairy, sheep, swine, equine, goat, specialty animal, small production, and care or poultry. Tonight's winner works with goats, a market lamb, cattle, and horses. She has a love for all animals and loves to spend time in the barn. Whether it's working with her sister, her friend, her grandpa, or her aunt, this year's winner has shown her passion for the agricultural industry and has diversified her efforts within multiple species. Congratulations to Alex Baldwin on earning this award.
The Equine Science Entrepreneurship Proficiency involves the ownership of a business that provides experiences in horse production, breeding, marketing, and showing. Tonight's recipient has been involved within the horse industry since she was born. She not only trains her own horses for gaming events, but she has also begun working with other horses as well. She competes in numerous SOBRA events and has been the recipient of many checks. Therefore, her horsemanship skills are top-notch. A big virtual congratulations to Rachel Artman, this year's Equine Science Entrepreneurship Proficiency Award winner.
The Equine Science placement includes students that work for an employer, providing experience in horse production, breeding, marketing, showing, and other aspects of the equine industry. Programs may also include calf roping, barrel racing, rodeo, training, riding lessons, and therapeutic horseback riding if horses are not owned and or managed by the member. The recipient of this award utilizes horses on a regular basis to assist with working cattle. She has been enhancing her horsemanship skills and is quickly becoming a top hand on the ranch. During our virtual school days, she took advantage of the extra time she spent numerous hours in the field. Ricky Baldwin is this year's Equine Placement Award winner.
Within the food science and technology area, members work to develop the knowledge of proper food handling and preparation skills. Members can create their own food businesses or work for an establishment. They must be responsible for following safety guidelines to provide wholesome products to customers at all times. Tonight's winner has held 2 jobs within high school, working within the food industry, and within the past year has logged over 1,500 hours. She began at a local pizza restaurant, but now has transitioned to coffee. It was very educational during her interview to listen to the science behind creating the perfect cup of coffee. She not only makes the coffee, but also must sanitize the stand and provide excellent customer service. Stop by the Human Being in Center Point and ask for Ariel McMahon, tonight's Food Science Proficiency Award winner, to whip you up something good.
Forage production includes the management practices available to efficiently produce and market crops for forage such as alfalfa, clover, brome grass, orchard grass, and all pastures. Tonight's winner assists with haying for the family's ranch. He is involved in every part of the haying process, including cutting, raking, and baling. He has spent over 1,200 hours since his freshman year on the tractor during the summer months. He is involved with the custom hay operation to earn shares of hay to feed the cows. This has included finding ways to work with hemp farmers on planting usable cover crops during their off seasons that can be utilized for feeding the cows. He is also in charge of servicing, repairing, and maintaining all haying equipment. Seth Cox is this year's award winner.
Within the goat production proficiency area, the member owns the enterprise or works for a business that involves the use of the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market goats and all-around goat products. The individuals winning tonight's goat production award utilized their goats to learn goat tying skills. They have 2 breeding does that will produce kids for all their years of high school rodeo to come. It is essential to keep their goats healthy and continue to produce the offspring each year so they can develop their skills. Congratulations to Alex and Ricky Baldwin for being the co-winners of tonight's award.
Home development involves improving and protecting the beauty of an area by using natural vegetation or commercial ornament plants, and or modernizing the home for better health and comfort through installation or improvement of water and sanitary facilities, heating and air conditioning, or labor-saving devices. The winner this evening is typically one of the first to volunteer when someone is needed. The FFA and Skills USA advisors were asked to help with designing and building the railing for the Butte Creek Mill. This person's volunteered his time during his CDL to come to school each afternoon to build the railing. He was the key factor in coming up with the design, building it in the computer, and assist with the fabrication and installation. Overall, he spent 77 hours on the project. Go by and see his handiwork on the railings. Look amazing on the building. Please congratulate Sam Rodemaker, this year's award winner.
Students own the enterprise or work for a business that develops outdoor recreational activities, best studies for the family use as an income producing enterprise. These enterprises could include vacation cabins, cottages, fishing, winter sports, shooting preserves, guided services, riding stables, trail rides, vacation farms and guest ranches, natural scenics, historical areas, and running petting zoos, and rodeo events. The winner tonight has been years within this field. At a young age, she began to travel with her family to rodeos, and now as a freshman, she is a tough competitor on the high school rodeo circuit. She is in charge of managing her 2 horses and can be found in the barn when she is not traveling almost every weekend during the spring and summer. Her goal is to continue getting better and eventually receive a rodeo scholarship to school in Texas. Great job to Peyton Cash for being this recipient for this year.
Poultry production includes the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market chickens, turkeys, domestic fowl such as ducks, geese, and guinea, and their products. This year's winner is growing quite attached to her chickens. Currently, she has 10 organically grown, free-range hens, but can definitely see having more in the future. She collects the eggs to use for her family and to sell the excess. It seems that this enterprise will be grown in the near future. Rachel Artman is the winner of the Poultry Proficiency Award tonight.
FFA members who use the best management practice available to efficiently produce and market sheep and wool can apply for the Sheep Production Proficiency Award. Tonight's winner has involved with the sheep since her 4-H years. She started this project as a way to earn some extra funds for her cattle, but now enjoys them more than she thought. She is extremely competitive and has increased her knowledge in selection, nutrition, and showmanship. Alex Baldwin is this year's winner.
Small animal production entrepreneurship is where the student owns the enterprise that includes the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market small animals such as rabbits, cats, dogs, mice, guinea pigs, and programs that typically provide a service in caring for the well-being of pets. Tonight's award winner heard about showing rabbits, jumped at the chance to own them, and had convinced 4 other members to join on this journey. Living in town, she has made the most of the space in her family's backyard to build multiple pens and currently has 2 does, a buck, and 9 babies. She also has plans to increase her numbers. She's quickly becoming a master within the rabbit industry. Congratulations to Taylor Eddings on being selected as this year's winner.
Small animal production placement is where the student works for a business that includes the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market small animals, such as rabbits, cats, dogs, mice, and other programs that typically provide a service in caring for the well-being of pets. This year's winner is a valuable assistant within her mom's Doberman breeding program. She knows all about breeding, the genetics behind the animal selected, and how to care for the puppies once they are born. It is easy to tell that she loves the process and being part of it. Congratulations to Rachel Artman on being tonight's winner.
Specialty animal production applies the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market specialty animals within the agriculture industry. This year's specialty animal production winner created quite a buzz with her 10,000 bees she raised for honey and pollination. This past winter, she lost her hive, but instead of giving up, it only made her more determined to get a new hive and start again this summer. She plans on developing her hives and EPHS skill through graduation. Casey Matthews is who will be this year's specialty animal proficiency winner.
Swine production is for students that use the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market swine. Qualify for this award. The winner of this award is raising a market hog for county fair, but along with this, he raises another 50 plus to market to community members and local restaurants. Standing Stone Brewing in Ashland is his biggest buyer. They recently did a story on his hog operation to let their customers know where their pork comes from. The hogs are bought right after weaning, and this student raises them until they are ready for harvest. He understands the feeding and care involved for each hog. He is not only our chapter winner, but he has also won this award at the state level and will be representing us all at nationals this fall. Please help me congratulating Reagan Scheffler as our swine production proficiency winner.
Vegetable production entrepreneurship is for students that own the enterprise that applies the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market vegetable crops. For the past 4 years, this student has documented over 200 hours cultivating his large family garden. It involves preparing the garden by rototilling soil, mixing in straw and cattle manure, and setting up automatic waterers. Plants not purchased at the Eaglepoint FFA plant sale are started indoors during the winter months, taking care of it until harvest by weeding, watering, trimming, fertilizing, and watching for pests. He harvests plenty of food for his family and gives away the extra to friends, neighbors, and people in need. Please help me congratulate tonight's award winner, Peyton Daniels.
Vegetable production placement is for students that work for a business or individual that applies the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market vegetable crops. We have another vegetable production student that deserves to be recognized tonight. The placement winner assists her grandmother within the tomato garden. She markets the tomatoes to a neighborhood farmers market and sold over $250 in tomatoes this past summer. Congratulations to Sydney Federico for being this year's vegetable production placement winner.
Within veterinary science, the member owns an enterprise or works for a business that includes working with a veterinarian in clinical practice research facilities, colleges of veterinary medicine, animal health, industry, or any other environment in which they assist veterinarians in performing duties related to health and the welfare of the animals. This FFA member got her first cow when she was only 1 year old, starting her lifelong interest in animal science. She's currently working at Rogue Equine Hospital. She works 3 days a week and has entered over 900 hours within this field. She has many responsibilities at the clinic, such as cleaning stalls, examine rooms, feeding and caring for horses, assisting with examinations, semen collection, dentals, and helping with vets during their appointments. This year's winner is Sydney Baldwin.
The Wildlife Management Proficiency area includes a member that owns the enterprise or works for a business that includes the improvement in the management of wildlife species by surveys, trapping, hunting to control the population, or managing their habitat. The interview for this award was entertaining. The winner tonight has a true passion for hunting. She utilizes her hunting trips with her dad to learn more about the outdoors and agriculture. During her interview, she shared her custom-made scope and iPhone app that ensures her target is perfectly between the crosshairs. She will tell you all about her hunting experience, except when the big bucks are. Sydney Federico is tonight's Wildlife Management winner.
As we conclude the Proficiency Awards section of the Eaglepoint FFA Banquet, on behalf of Mr. North, Ms. Delaney, and the entire Eaglepoint FFA, I want to congratulate and thank all of the members who applied for their respective proficiency areas. We hope you all continue to strive and excel with your projects as you progress through life and the FFA. Also, I want to extend another huge thank you to our advisory committee who made this entire process possible. Star Awards are awarded by advisory committees to students who exemplify outstanding performance in specific fields or across many areas. Tonight we are awarding 4 Star Awards: 1 Star Chapter Farmer, 1 Star in Agribusiness, 1 Star in Placement, and the Star Green Hand Award. All 4 individuals receiving their star plaques are involved in all phases of the chapter's activities. Additionally, these members have outstanding supervised agricultural experience programs in production agriculture on their own and while working for others, and have demonstrated outstanding leadership and scholarship.
The Star Green Hand plaque is presented to a first-year member who is the most active in our chapter, has demonstrated good scholarship, has provided leadership, and has an attitude that we all should emulate. Deciding our chapter Star Green Hand led to a long discussion between the committee members. Our chapter is fortunate to have a first-year members that are definitely worthy of this award. At the end of the discussion, the committee decided to award 2. These members have already been recognized tonight for their individual and team proficiency awards. They were too similar to separate, so the committee decided to award them both with this honor. Congratulations to Alex and Ricky Baldwin for being the Star Green Hand for 2021.
The Star in Agribusiness Award is awarded to one member with the Best Business SAE program and proven leadership skills. The Eaglepoint FFA Star in Agribusiness winner is a prominent businessman. Normally in agriculture, producers are price takers, but this young man sets his own prices for his market hogs that he sells to local restaurants. Growing the business of RA Farms from under 10 pigs to over 50 pigs per year, he is involved in all aspects of the business, from selecting the hogs, deciding the feeding program, and marketing the product. This is a business he has with his older sister, but with her attending college out of town this past year, much of the business has fallen on his shoulders. His revenues total over $25,000. He is not only tonight's winner, but was also chosen as a star finalist for our FFA district this year. Please help me congratulate Reagan Scheffler as the 2021 Eaglepoint FFA Star and Agribusiness winner.
The Star Placement Award is awarded to one member with the best placement, SAE program, and proven leadership skills. The member's placement experience can include paid labor hours or directed laboratory unpaid labor hours. Tonight's winner does not shy away from work. In fact, I think if he could, he would work or would much rather be working on the ranch than being at school. His position at Tryon Ranch doesn't have a title. If it did, he might be called the welder, repairman, horseback rider, amateur veterinarian, haymaker, showman, fence builder, irrigator, breeder, and manure removal technician. If you ask him anything about the ranch and the cattle, he knows the answer. He has logged over 4,500 hours with his placement project within the last 3 years, along with his award tonight. This member also won the State Star in Ag Placement Award in March. Congratulations to Seth Cox for being the 2021 Eaglepoint FFA Star in Placement.
The Star Chapter Farmer is awarded to the member who exhibits strong supervised agricultural experience projects and is also actively involved in a variety of CDEs and with the chapter's program of activities. Tonight's winner has been recognized already with this evening for multiple proficiency areas. This person participates in livestock evaluation and has competed in public speaking, ag sales, and Parley Pro earlier. Along with her FFA involvement, she has maintained a 4.0 above a 4.0 GPA in school. Her SAE projects include beef production, ag services, and veterinary medicine. She was a member of our last two state-winning livestock judging teams. The 2021 Eaglepoint FFA Star Chapter Farmer is Sydney Baldwin.
Our program is very fortunate in that we have tremendous support from our community members who believe in what we do and the potential of our members. Tonight we have the opportunity to award scholarships only available to FFA members. We are very thankful and excited to see how many scholarships funded by believers of the program and its students either through direct donations or at our annual auction in the fall and plant sale in the spring. Seniors that completed the local scholarship packet are available for the individually named scholarships through the D9 Foundation. Those that complete the FFA chapter scholarships application are eligible for the community scholarships. Let's get started.
The Nat Edsel Memorial Scholarship was established to honor the founder of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter. The first ever meeting of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter was called to order by the advisor and new vocational agriculture teacher, Nat Edsel, on September 28, 1955. From that day on, Mr. Edsel set the high standards for excellence that are still expected to this day in Eaglepoint FFA. Mr. Edsel even started having the FFA chapter run concession stands at home football games, which are still ran by FFA members today. The goal of Memorial Scholarship Funds was to award scholarships to an FFA, 4-H, and Skills USA members every year. Mr. Edsel would be proud to see that FFA members receiving his scholarships in an amount of $800 are Lane Station and Emma Pohl.
The Mel Morris Honorary Scholarship was created to honor a 30-year ag teacher for our chapter. To say that he left a mark on the chapter would be an understatement. He was dedicated to his profession and to providing students with new opportunities. He never missed a chance to load students up in the bus to take them out in the community and have a hands-on learning opportunity. Along with his ag teaching job, he served on the auction committee, fair board, and developed a computer program that is still used for all FFA auctions and the Jackson County Junior Livestock Auction. Mr. Morris began a tradition of giving each of his graduates a Swiss Army knife with their names engraved. Along with their scholarship, these two students will also receive the knife as well, so the tradition lives on. The recipients for the Mel Morris Honorary Scholarship in the amount of $900 are Ariel McMahon and Gracie Mitchell.
Bob Fisher was a long-life member of the agriculture community of Jackson County. From beginnings on the family dairy near the Medford Airport to the Wineglass Three-Tree Cattle Ranch on Rogue River, cattle were the majority part of who he was. But more importantly, he was a huge supporter in the agriculture. He was a 4-H beef and horse leader for over 50 years, a longtime honorary member of the Eaglepoint FFA and ringman at 4-H and FFA livestock auctions for in excess of 35 years. He believed in what the 4-H and FFA experiences brought to the young people, and he did everything he could to ensure that as many kids as possible got to experience the best of both organizations. In 2013, Bob and his beloved wifey, Tessie, were named to the Oregon 4-H Hall of Fame. In 2015, were recognized with the Lifetime Achievement Award of the Jackson County Friends of the Fair Foundation. Bob would be pleased to see that the FFA members receiving his scholarship in the amount of $1,000 are Sydney Baldwin and Peyton Daniels.
The Gary Meyer Memorial Scholarship is presented to an applicant who has been active in the Eaglepoint FFA for at least 1 year. The applicant must be planning to further their education by attending a school after graduation from high school. Each year, the ag teachers select a student who most closely follows the traits that Gary had as a member of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter and the community. Hard work, dedication, an excellent sense of humor, and the ability to get along with everyone are some of those qualities that set Gary apart from the others. Tonight's winner also displays those same traits. Gary loved kids and seeing them have opportunities for success. I'm sure that he would be proud to see Skylar Harvey be awarded the scholarship for $250.
The David Pohl Memorial Scholarship is awarded annually. Dave and his wife Anna are longtime supporters of 4-H and FFA programs. Dave owned Tahima Tire in White City. On any given day, you could see Dave helping out a young person some way or another, whether it was buying animals at the Jackson County Junior Livestock Auction or providing an employment to students in the agriculture education. Dave was a great friend to the agriculture community. The Pohl family provides 2 scholarships every year, one to an FFA member and another to who studies industrial technology. Tonight's recipient of the Dave Pohl Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $550 is Madison Davis.
The Tim Troutman Memorial Scholarship was established to honor a past member and officer of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter. Tim Troutman was one who could always be counted on when given the responsibility to get the job done. The other members knew that if they asked Tim to do something, it would get done. Traits that Tim learned while being a member of our chapter held him to be a successful and contributing member to our community. Tonight, we will give 2 memorial scholarships to members who also demonstrate these admired characteristics. Tonight's winner of the Tim Troutman Memorial Scholarship for $750 each are Braden Dunbar and Reagan Shuffler.
Wayne Debrick spent his school years at the Central Point and Crater High. He was both a 4-H and FFA member showing hogs and beef. Wayne was also the FFA State Star Farmer for Oregon. He worked for Far West Steel for many years. Farming was Wayne's first love, and even with his illness, continued for as long as possible. He served on the Eaglepoint FFA Advisory Committee for 3 years. Wayne was quiet, hardworking, and gentleman, and will be greatly missed by the community. Tonight's winner of the Wayne Debrick Memorial Scholarship of $250 is Bailey Warnier.
The Rodemaker name is no stranger to the Eaglepoint community. Leo and his wife Shirley moved to this area in 1974 and began their life on the farm. They raised their kids with the values of hard work, dedication, integrity, and a patriotic spirit. These values have passed to their grandchildren and FFA members that had the privilege of working with Leo or any of his children. The recipient of the Leo Rodemaker Memorial Scholarship for $1,100 is Reagan Shuffler.
This year we have the honor of announcing the following scholarships. The Upper Rogue Youth Fund has a mission to assist youth within the Upper Rogue areas. Each year the committee has conducted a poker tournament to raise funds. Typically, organization can apply for sponsorships to attend conferences, competitions, or leadership events. However, due to COVID, activities have been canceled and therefore no requests have come in. The committee decided to use their funds to provide a scholarship for the class of 2021. Applicants were available and the committee has decided to award the following scholarships. $1,000 scholarships to Sydney Baldwin, Peyton Daniels, Braden Dunbar, Reagan Schaffler, and a $500 scholarship to Bailey Worrell. Congratulations to these 5 seniors and thank you to the Upper Rogue Youth Foundation.
The Eaglepoint FFA Community Scholarships began a few years ago as a means to support the chapter in its many endeavors and to help administer scholarship monies raised as a part of our annual auction in December. It is important to recognize that there are many different opportunities for education after high school, and not all of them are traditional colleges. We are thankful and happy to see students move beyond the walls and achieve goals, regardless of the type of school they attend, university, community college, or technical or trade school. I am proud to recognize the following community scholarship recipients. Starting with Allison Lorenz is receiving the following scholarships. A 3-year member, $300. Finance Committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $150. Scholastic Excellence, $356. Greenhouse Assistant, $200. For a total of $1,700. Allison will be attending Rogue Community College next year while working towards a nursing degree. Ariel McMahon is receiving the following. 4-year member, $400. State FFA degree recipient, $500. Finance Committee, $625. National CDE qualifier, $625. State CDE competitor, $750. Scholastic excellence, $412. FFA leadership team, $675. For a total of $4,200. Ariel will be attending Southern Oregon University to major in business, as well as working on achieving her real estate license. Haley Worrell is receiving the following scholarships. 3-year member, $300. Scholastic excellence, $344. Greenhouse assistant, $400. For a total of $1,100. Bailey plans to attend Fagan's Beauty School to acquire her cosmetology license. Bailey Warnier is receiving the following. 4-year member, $400. State degree, $500. State CDE competitor, $450. Scholastic excellence, $403. For a total of $1,800. Bailey will be attending Oregon State University, majoring in animal science with the desire to ultimately enroll in OSU's veterinary medicine school. Braden Dunbar is receiving the following scholarships. 4-year member, $400. State degree, $500. Finance committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $450. National CDE qualifier, $625. Scholastic excellence, $377. FFA leadership team, $450. For a total of $3,500. Braden will be attending the Northwest Lineman College in Idaho in the fall to become an electrical line worker. Gracie Mitchell is receiving the following scholarships. 3-year member, $300. State degree, $500. Finance committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $450. National CDE competitor, $625. Scholastic excellence, $398. Greenhouse assistant, $100. FFA leadership team, $225. For a total of $3,300. Gracie will be attending Oklahoma State University and majoring in animal science and agricultural education. Lainey Staten is receiving the following scholarships. 4-year member, $400. State degree, $500. State CDE competitor, $150. Scholastic excellence, $374. Greenhouse assistant, $300. For a total of $1,800. Lainey plans to attend Oregon Tech to become an ultrasound technician. Peyton Daniels is receiving the following scholarships. 4-year member, $400. State degree, $500. Finance committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $450. Scholastic excellence, $388. Greenhouse assistant, $100. For a total of $2,500. Peyton will be attending an electrician school to become an electrician. Rachel Artman is receiving the following scholarships. 4-year member, $400. State CDE competitor, $150. Scholastic Excellence, $280. Greenhouse Assistant, $500. For a total of $1,400. Rachel will be attending a farrier school to become a farrier. Reagan Scheffler is receiving the following scholarships. 4-year member, $400. State degree, $500. Finance committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $450. National qualifier, $625. Scholastic excellence, $413. For a total of $3,100. Reagan will be attending George Fox University to major in business. Reagan Monroe is receiving the following scholarships. 3-year member, $300. Finance committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $450. Scholastic excellence, $381. Greenhouse assistant, $100. For a total of $1,600. Reagan will be attending Rogue Community College and working on her real estate license. And last, Sydney Baldwin is receiving the following scholarships. 4-year member, $400. State degree, $500. Finance committee, $625. State CDE competitor, $600. National qualifier, $625. Scholastic excellence, $409. FFA leadership team, $450. For a total of $3,700. Sydney will be attending Northeastern Junior College in Colorado and majoring in ag business. All of the seniors receiving their state degree scholarships have received their state FFA degree and are receiving a FFA sash to wear at their graduation to signify this great accomplishment. Join me in a final applause for all of our seniors tonight. Our chapter seniors just received a total of $42,450. The money awarded for the Gary Myers, Wayne Debrick, and FFA community scholarships was graciously donated by the individuals at our senior silent auction and our FFA plant sale. We greatly appreciate all of your support for our FFA seniors and wish them luck as they pursue their future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2021. Finally, I would like to recognize our seniors that have been members for all 4 years of high school. Rachel Artman, Sydney Baldwin, Peyton Daniels, Braden Dunbar, Ariel McMahon, Reagan Scheffler, Lainey Staten, and Bailey Warnier. Our chapter would like to thank you for all you have done the past 4 years. These members will be receiving an FFA embroidered pillow as a keepsake for them to remember their time in our chapter and all the great memories they have made. Good luck to all of you as you continue on to your next journey.
As my time in FFA comes to an end, it really doesn't. All the skills and lessons I've learned will be with me for the rest of my life, along with my love for FFA and this chapter. Thank you to my family for making sure I'm at the bus on time to leave for a contest. Thank you for being over the top when it comes to your support for me. Thank you to the members of this chapter. I've created friendships I will never forget. Had many late night laughs with many of you. Thank you for teaching me how to strive in this role for the chapter. Thank you to the members of this community. Thank you for your time, your support, and always being there for this chapter. We greatly appreciate your unforgettable support and care to help us grow. And last but not least, thank you to our second set of parents, Ms. Delaney and Mr. North. You're not only a teacher and an advisor, you are both our role models and our go-to people. The countless hours you are here for us and the amount of commitment you put into us, it's more than we could ever ask for. Thank you again to all of you. Altogether, we make a happy FFA family none of us will ever forget. And with that being said, I will ask the officers to prepare for the officer installation. Taylor Eddings. As president-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be the leader of our chapter for the coming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding our chapter in all of its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office.
Sam Rodemaker. As Vice President-elect, your record of accomplishments indicate you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are to assist the President in directing the work of our chapter, preside over meetings in her absence, and keep all committees working efficiently.
Casey Matthews, as Secretary-elect, you have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings and carry on the chapter correspondence. You should provide the chapter with the order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You will also keep a list of members, records of degrees awarded, and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws.
Randy McMahon, as Treasurer-elect, you have been placed in position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and to provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the chapter budget and maintain sound financial practices.
Jade Learman. As reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, including state and national FFA publications. You should keep a record of photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and be responsible for compiling our FFA history.
Hunter Haskins. As Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring for meeting rooms and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, you may encounter problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office and will do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
We do.
I now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office to which you were elected. May your years of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and a cooperative spirit. Seek harmony among fellow members and set high standards of leadership for all chapter members. Taylor, I welcome you to the podium.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I do. I would like to thank you all that have joined us from your homes tonight. A good point about a virtual banquet is that we don't have to stay and clean up. But seriously, thank you to everyone for all your support you have given to us through this past year. Degree pins, certificates, and award plaques will be available for Ms. Delaney and Mr. North as soon as they arrive. Also, our plant sale will take place next week from the 6th to the 8th. Customers will need a sign-up time to shop. The link will be provided through the Eaglepoint FFA Facebook page early next week. That is all I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Does Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should probably come before this banquet? We are about to adjourn this banquet of the Eaglepoint FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag.
I pledge allegiance
I pledge
to the flag of the United States of America,
America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this the virtual 66th annual Eaglepoint FFA